It's the rundown. It's brought to you by Barstool Bites. This buffalo chicken dip is so fucking fire.
It is. It really is.
I'm not going to torment my friend Frankie right now because he's hurting because of that spicy shit yesterday, but this is delicious.
I've got the smell. I mean, listen, I love Barstool Bites, but the smell is making my asshole tingle.
I got the Glenny Ball.
Not in a good
Don't
way.
make my asshole tingle in a good
Not
way.
in a good way.
There you go.
Barstool Bites has arrived, and it's fucking awesome. I can tell you this personally, because I was a part of the tasting that went down. We got together at this fancy restaurant. We rented out like the top of this bar. We had fancy chefs who were on Chopped and Top Chef and run their own like restaurants, and like billionaires were in the room, and we tried everything. So it's like your favorite foods, your bar food, American food, but it's all high quality gourmet stuff. So like this buffalo chicken dip that's like to the max, unbelievable.
These
We got
sliders are crazy good.
what, the burgers,
These
the
are
sliders,
Glenny Ball
the Glenny burgers, and sliders, the Glenny balls.
This is my first time
they
having it.
are. I asked
Imagine
Balls,
they were bad. You don't think Glenny Balls knows how to make a slider?
I said, listen,
Listen, don't take your raw asshole
yeah,
out
for
on me.
real. It's not our fault you had to put ice cubes up your asshole last night.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
These are the KFC, Kevin Francis Clancy chicken wings,
Nice.
which are unbelievable. We got house rubs. We got all
those are
different
good.
flavors of dipping sauces.
My buddy saw
this is-
the
this is-
truck in the wild. Like they're just in the wild now. Like my buddy saw one, like the Barstool Bites driving around like Queens the other day.
You can get them delivered. Ooh, that shit, this is spicy. Woo-hoo. So here's what we did. Like when we did the tasting, we did this process, I was like, we got together and I was like, let's make sure we fix the problem with delivery foods. So they come in these buckets so that they don't get all moist and shit. You know, we said chicken wings often don't get delivered well because they get gross. So we keep them dry, they get delivered. It comes with all the sauces so that you then can kind of like make your own sauce and toss them around in that so that it doesn't get all, you know, shitty on the way it gets delivered. We have these monster sandwiches. This is pardon my biggie. These things have, is this the one with the mozzarella? Yes. This is the one that it's got mozzarella sticks like in it.
What?
Yeah, it's a sandwich. It's like chicken parm, I think, but also has mozzie sticks in the sandwich. You know what? There's a little bit of paper on there. Don't even care.
Don't care.
Oh,
Damn.
and that bread looks so good too.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Soft as fuck.
Yeah.
Put that up your ass, Frankie.
Fuck, I would.
It's really, I'm serious, it's good shit. Download the Barstool Bites app. It's its own app, and you can use the promo code Barstool. $3 off orders of $15 or more when you use promo code Barstool. Or go to barstoolbites.com. Sorry for eating. I know people go fucking crazy while you're eating when you're talking, but whatever.
They were
Fuck you
softer
guys.
items. They weren't chips or anything like
Yeah.
that.
I
You know?
ate chips at the beginning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Speaking of eating chips, yesterday, Frankie Borelli and a bunch of the people in the office here participated in a legendary Lower in the Bar. It was one of those eat the hot chip competitions. We've done some hot things before. We did Nitro Bear, that was a gummy that fucked people up. But this chip is wreaking havoc on people, and nobody worse than Francis Borelli, who also broke the cardinal rule and touched his eyes after eating the chip.
You made every mistake you could have made. Started with even eating it.
Well, yes, he agreed to do it. Then he chopped up the tortilla chip and stacked them, which I think condenses the hotness into
Absolutely.
like, he like made it like a diamond, like swooshed it in there, ate that, touched his eyeballs. He needed to pour the milk in his eyes like he was a pepper spray victim. And then as he described last night, the reason I'm speaking for him is because he can't even fucking talk. He put ice cubes up his ass last night.
Yeah, I mean, I think Vibs needs to be held responsible for this. I mean,
Yeah,
at some point,
he is an agent of chaos.
at some point,
He's
this
a
is
terrorist.
fucking bullshit. Like, he asked us to do the show, we're going to do the show, and then he gives us these things that literally ruined my life for well over 24 hours.
Right, because
I'm
it's the
still
thing
dealing
that,
with
like,
this.
the first onslaught of heat is bad and horrible and you want to puke. But what really gets you, and I only ate half because I saw you almost die, it comes to get you, like, in the middle of the night when you're sleeping 12 hours later.
Oh,
you, like, have to
it
shit.
was, dude, I was as hot as it was going in, like, it's otherworldly hot. It was just as hot coming out.
Right.
And you hear about that all the time. Oh, you know, like, you wait until you take a shit. I was getting all these tweets. I was like, whatever, I'll be fine.
It's
My
just
stomach,
one chip, right? Like,
Bro.
One chip.
bro, when I was shitting last night, it was a fucking murder scene. I was sitting there screaming, lifting my fucking legs up, the first thing I did, I couldn't even wipe my asshole, and I'm sorry about describing this. I couldn't even wipe
just, like,
it.
jump in the
So I
shower?
jumped in the shower
Yeah.
and I
Did you
put
do
it on cold.
Yeah.
And I stuck my ass out, and I
Steam
literally
started coming
and I
out.
literally was like, I was weeping. I was like, just like, and like the noises coming from there. I mean, I was asking people to bring in fucking ice cubes. I'm sitting there. I took my shirt off.
You had like other parties
Family
involved in
members
this?
around. Yeah, and they're
Wow.
hearing
The
they're-
lucky lady.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lucky ladies there.
Wow.
I'm like, give
She's
me
like-
ice cube.
She was like, here's an ice cube, and here's the fucking ring back,
That's what I
man.
said.
I don't know
So,
what to do with
dude,
this guy.
it was a fucking nightmare last night.
Well, you won
Yeah, I win.
Yeah.
nothing.
Not a thing.
It's crazy what we put
You do get
ourselves through.
the
Glenny
only
Balls did it, ate a fucking donut, and he went on his day.
Yeah, some
That's
people.
not a fucking
Glenny
joke.
Ball said he likes the sensation of a burning asshole.
Yeah, that's right. He said he likes hot diarrhea.
That was weird.
It's like,
Also made me feel
Glennard,
unfortunate.
You freak. Who's
Yeah.
a little freak-a-leak over there, Glenny. Let your freak flag fly, Glennard Balls.
You like,
burning
the
asshole?
feeling of a burning diarrhea? What are you talking about?
here he
It's
comes.
Come on
disgusting.
down.
Asshole.
Why are you saying this on it right now?
Why are
He
you saying
brought
this
it
on the
up. We're not
rundown?
gonna-
Why are you saying this out loud to the people?
We won't put you in the thumbnail.
Why are you saying this? No, you can put this in the thumbnail. I don't care. What are you talking about?
Tommy said you like the fucking sensation of a burning asshole.
It was pretty awesome. Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Well, those are two very different things.
Weird.
I don't mind it versus it was pretty awesome.
I don't mind it. It didn't ruin my night. Like I wasn't sitting there being like, oh shit, I have to deal with this. I was
Okay.
I was fine.
Or
I was content.
is it pretty awesome?
What?
You like,
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
you like that, like so if somebody could like,
Dude, it was the worst feeling I've ever had. And he's sitting there being like, this is fucking awesome.
if somebody
Battle wounds, dog.
could like slap that on there for you and make it burn, you would do that?
Once a week.
Once
Once
a
a
week?
Not all the time, but maybe once every.
What about like
That's
your mouth?
incredibly
How
frequent.
hot was your mouth?
Everyone was
What is
freaking out about everyone was freaking out about the lips. I didn't get the lips much. It was mostly
Yeah.
just the tongue. The tongue was really.
I when I eat the Nitro Bear, I was not gonna swallow it. I wasn't gonna let that in my stomach. But I was like, for the sake of the show, I gotta put something out there. So I really chewed it up in my mouth. So Feidelberg swallowed his Nitro Bear whole, and that thing just like Trojan horse, just like unleashed on him. I did the opposite and put it all over my mouth. My mouth, I wanted to chop my head off, but it ruined Feidelberg's week.
No, it wasn't.
You know what the worst part is? When you breathe out. That,
Oh,
that CO2 coming out, it feels like it's like a dragon.
Yeah, the worst
and then
part-
I'm like, well, maybe I just won't breathe, and then I'm ready to pass out.
The worst part of it is talking.
Yeah.
When you open your mouth,
yeah,
that's
I
it.
want to
The whole
just
thing was
sit there
horrible.
and just let the drool come out.
And I wasn't being dramatic. I puked 10 times.
Yeah, no,
Like I
it's-
couldn't,
Yeah, he really
I couldn't contain it.
It's brutal.
Also, after I did all that and died, I went and took the train home. Had to put the mask on,
Oh,
and
so
I
you're
thought
just
maybe I
keeping
was
it in?
out of. I thought I was like out of the weeds a little bit, like because I was feeling okay. And I'm on the train, put the mask on, and like I didn't realize it was coming out of the breath. So like now it's hitting the mask. I'm breathing it back in.
just cycling
Bro, my
it.
face was burning up. My eyes were tearing. People looked at me like I was gonna fucking blow the train up. I swear to God. I'm looking around like this, like just staring at people, tearing up.
It also led to this picture.
Whoa, we can't.
oh.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's been said now, so we can't possibly edit that out.
I took a
No, we
screenshot
don't
of
have
Frankie Borelli while this was
Oh,
happening.
wait a
thing
minute.
I've
It's a
ever done.
screenshot? It's already out there?
No, it's a
No.
screenshot
Took
from
a
a
pic.
video that I didn't
Okay.
put out.
Alright.
And I told Frankie, after I showed him, I promised him that I would never release it or show it to anyone.
If Frankie gets, how many followers do you have?
224 or something like that.
If Frankie gets to 250,000 followers, he'll release the picture.
Okay, I
Deal?
like that.
Deal.
I like
That way you
that.
get something
I
out of it.
it's
like that.
it's bad, yeah.
Yeah, you got it. That's some work. You got to get 25,000 followers, right? But if it
I like
happens,
that.
we'll release the picture.
I like that.
There you
That's as
go.
bad of a picture as I've
It
ever
deserves
seen.
25K
Stunning.
followers.
It
Stunning
does.
how bad it is.
It's stunning.
It's as fat and ugly as Frankie will ever look.
Anyone could ever look.
And he's so red. He's like the same red as that sweater that you can buy
Ooh.
right now.
Wow.
The Barstool Sports Store. It's ugly sweater season. We got All I Want for Christmas is Luggage by Trent. We got the Barstool Golf. We got the Island Boys. We got a million others. I saw some. I'm drawing a blank on some of them. I saw that we had a Nick Castellanos.
That
one.
one's very
funny.
All I
Good.
Want for Christmas is, and there's a drive-by Castellanos. So it will be a home run.
The lights, camera, Barstool one with Loki on it is probably the coolest one we have. I'm not even kidding. It's the colors on it, the way Loki is riding the sleigh. Dude, it's fucking immaculate how good that sweater came out.
There's a bunch of good ones. I'm trying to think of them too.
We've got
Barstool Store
Santa,
has not posted it.
Santa's
That's
reading
interesting.
reading a green with his elf caddy, which has been a top seller today. People love Santa shit.
20% off right now.
20% get all your ugly sweaters
And do it while you can. You know you're
Because
going
you got to get it delivered for your parties.
Right.
Right.
You know
Starting
you're
early
going
December.
to a party, and then everyone ends up like I was telling him, like I used to like run to like Marshall's the night of the party, or like one of those shitty stores in your town that you're like maybe they have a $9 sweater there, and you always show up to the party unprepared. You look like the idiot of the place.
Yep.
Show up with something that's gonna be a conversation starter. Everyone's gonna want to take a picture of it, and you're gonna be the fucking king of the party.
Absolutely. Last night, Monday Night Football, ugly game for a little while. Steelers end up squeaking it out at the end, but the main issue, the main talking point, was this taunting problem and the hip check heard around the world. So Cassius Marsh gets like a very important sack, ends up doing a karate kick.
Which is
Which was
dope.
super impressive.
Super cool, like
Yeah.
Karate Kid type, like, this football thing doesn't work out. You should go do like MMA or jiu-jitsu or some shit. Also kind of like walks over towards the Steelers sideline. He's jawing at them. So you do a karate kick, you instigate, you're probably gonna get hit with a taunting call, especially the way they're doing it these days. You can't have any fun. As he's running back to his sideline, the ref is definitely reaching for his hip for the flag.
Yeah.
But has not yet grabbed it. But as he's doing that, Cassius is running by him, and he clearly sticks his ass out and hip checks him, then throws it, made contact with the ref, taunting the whole nine, and that was like the penalty that basically fucked him over, right? So, I mean, just bullshit all around.
That
on
ref
this
is
one.
such an asshole.
There could be a debate about if he was gonna throw the flag. You can have that debate all day.
Because
right?
he was going for
50-50.
it, but he did
There's
not
no
have it out of his
debate.
hip or anything.
There's no debate that he tried to hit him as
No
he
debate.
walked by. There's no debate. That makes him the loser of this entire thing.
That was
I don't
a-
care what the penalty was on. I don't care what he did prior. You legitimately hip checked him and then threw the flag. You're the biggest asshole, and he should be fired. I mean, how can
Honestly,
the NFL have
fired,
this guy?
suspended, like
How could
something.
how could they have this guy on the field?
And the
he's
way,
a
if you go back
lunatic?
and watch
Right.
it, and it is slow motion, but if you watch the way he throws the flag, he really just extends
He
it.
lets it
like he just
fly.
finished a figure skating
Yes,
routine.
yes.
He just threw it up there, and he's the biggest asshole in the situation.
It reminded me a lot of when Grayson Allen was tripping dudes all the time,
Yeah.
where it was like that was a reflex, that was a compulsion. Like he had to, like it's when you're overcome with emotion. Someone's bothering you, you just end up like pushing them or shoving them.
Yeah.
Devlin versus Brandon Walker. Eventually, you just get like physical. That ref, like, he saw that and was like,
I
had like a
disagree with
visceral
this.
reaction. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like this. Bam. Throws
And
it.
it obviously became a big deal because Marsh, he had just been activated off the practice squad,
Right.
and like it was a feel-good moment for him
He
to
had a
get
Rudy
that
moment.
sack.
He got that
And it was
sack.
like, oh, everybody's going crazy, and then it just flipped, and they would not stop showing him on the sideline. Like the coaches were yelling at him, they were pissed about the taunting, and then he was like,
Now-
I don't know, man, I got caught up in it.
The hip check's not his fault. If you've just been activated off the practice squad and taunting has been a thing, I don't know if we can be doing Daniel LaRusso karate kicks and fucking
I don't know if
jawing
you're
at the
thinking
sidelines.
about like what kind of taunting calls are they calling when you just make a sack in an NFL game. You're clearly like the star of the play, and you want to like show emotion. Why are we
Rare
not allowed
moment,
to have
you're
emotion?
only gonna
Very
get,
rare.
Why are
you
we
know.
not allowed to have emotion
I
in
know.
sports anymore, especially football? It's
I
just
agree,
psychotic.
but also it's like those are the rules. Like it's a clear
But
thing.
are
that they're
they the
doing.
rules? This is like something that.
But I mean, taunting
it's
is
not
a
black
thing
and
this year.
white.
We
It's
know
like-
we
it's
know that taunting. Like I guarantee Bill Belichick is having practice meetings right now, being like, "Don't do anything, because if you get a fucking flag, I'm gonna kill you."
Right,
You know
and
what I
I'm-
mean? Like this year being a point of emphasis, you're gonna get hit with a penalty, and that
But,
was a big spot.
I guess the argument is, and the refs don't follow this obviously, but it's like let the players who are playing like determine what's going to happen in the
Police
outcome
that?
of this
Yeah,
game. Like,
yeah.
Right, because like that penalty then gives the Steelers a first down, and now it's a whole different game. Like they didn't have to call that penalty, and if they don't, then it's a way more dramatic and intense game.
Mm-hmm.
Like to just give it that type like after a penalty like that is so stupid.
By the way,
It
I
feels
love the
anticlimactic.
the call on the 65-yarder that fell short.
Oh my god,
He thought it hit the crossbar.
it looked like it on TV.
Yeah, and so I don't blame him. But then when they showed the replay and it's just like 15 yards short, he was just like, there's just dead silence. He was just like,
How do
never mind.
you, as a
Stephen
head
Che
coach,
threw out a single doink tweet thinking he was going to be like go viral because he was the first person to ever tweet single doink, and he's going to do it right after it happened. Didn't even come close.
No, not even
I think
close.
someone tweeted at him like they didn't even come close, and he's like, "Yeah, I went for speed, not accuracy."
how do you, as
Stephen
the head
Che.
coach,
TV
of that,
content.
the head
Crazy.
coach of that football team, like put a kicker out there when you know he can't
I
reach
mean,
it?
it hit like the 1 yard line.
barely
wasn't it?
got to the
It was a
touch-
full,
barely
like-
got in the end zone.
Yeah, it was like a full 10 yards short. That's tough. Yeah, at least Hail Mary that shit up, right?
Just give it a shot.
Anyway, the taunting is just ruining the game. ruining the fucking
Don't need a
game.
ref show.
I can understand, like, as much as people are like targeting and hard hits, like, you know, let them play, it's ruining the game. Like, I can understand. You can't have everyone dying of CTE when they're fucking 50. But taunting, that actually should be the compromise. We do have to police hard hitting. It's not going to be like good old gridiron football days, but we'll let these guys have a fucking party. What's the other side of the argument? We don't want people hurting their feelings? Like,
Right.
what is the issue?
Who is taunting protecting? The taunting penalties.
Is it like it leads to like harder hits because these guys get angry and they get like, you know, vengeful? But it's just
These
like,
guys are
no.
going a million miles per hour playing a contact sport.
talking about
If they do something
sportsmanship.
awesome, they're going to celebrate, and they should be able to.
It's like bat flipping in Major League Baseball.
Which
Like, let 'em
sport do you
fucking
think
go.
refs or umpires have their biggest impact on the game? in?
Baseball.
You think it's
I mean,
baseball?
strike zone.
the strike zone's crazy.
Yeah.
Like an Angel Hernandez type
crazy.
situation.
And it's more subtle. Like,
Put it this way, I know like the name of like 5 MLB umpires. I
True.
don't know, like like Ed Hockley and like a couple other and I don't know anybody from.
It's baseball. It's not even close now. I think.
Yeah.
About it, right? Because
But-
the other
but
sports
I
you
will
have so
say
much
foot-
more challenge.
Football has the biggest like in one play swing.
Yeah, but even
You know what I mean?
pass interference now can be challenged. though.
Yeah.
So like you can
yeah.
just review it.
But there still are, I think, some moments where it's like you can swing with one play, you have more influence. But baseball is like I can just change the
I mean,
strike zone
hockey's
whenever I
pretty.
want.
Hockey you can just call a hooking or slashing or
Well,
tripping.
hockey and football are two sports where they always say you could throw a flag on every single play. if
Rather
you
than
wanted to,
holding on
right?
every play in football.
Yeah, right. So.
Just thinking like hockey, you literally give the team an advantage. Which I guess in football, you move the team up 15 yards, give them a first down. But like hockey, you take a player off the ice just
That's-
because you thought you saw something.
That's crazy.
And like
that might actually be the right, maybe more so than football, where it's like giving someone a power play.
yeah, like we're
big
now
fucking
gonna
deal.
let you have offensive zone time for 2 minutes and try and score.
That's
It's
crazy.
not like they put. It's not like when there's a pass interference or something. They put the. Well, they kind of do. I don't know.
It's an interesting debate.
On power plays, overall percentage-wise,
think?
over all the penalties, power plays, how many times do people score? What percentage of the time?
A good power, like I don't know, 20 to 30%. I mean, a really good power play is like 30%.
Okay.
I think that'd be high.
I did too. I thought it'd be 50.
I feel like anytime I'm watching power plays,
They always score.
Yeah. Well, this has been Barstool Sports.
There you go.
Let's talk about like I don't know, some sports, some sex or dicks or something funny. What else do we have on the fucking list?
Well, I do. This is more sports, but Jokić.
Oh yeah, this is fun. So last
Yeah.
night, Jokić mixes it up with Marquise Morris, and he's doing like hip checks. He like shoulder checks Morris.
From behind.
And I mean, yeah, he didn't know it was coming. You see him do that, like head back, chest out, and he's a big bad motherfucker. And he crumpled to the ground. He was down for a little bit. So the Heat and Nuggets are kind of jawing at each other. It was after like Morris kind of like
He kind of gave him a
kind
rib
of fouled
shot.
him hard, yeah.
Gave him a little bit of a
but
rib
it was
shot.
within kind of the play of the game. Jokić then like gets rid of the ball and just pow. And then Jokić is that's a Mack truck.
just
baby.
an
He's a
ogre.
big boy.
Big
man.
Serbian.
Yeah, he's like if you just grew like a foot and a half and put on like 200 pounds.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so much
Imagine
fun.
if Trent just became like that big and was just
You'd
a
have been
bully.
cast in like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you'd be like the mountain. Yeah, Jokić is like the mountain in real life.
Did you see the picture of the Heat players outside the locker room, like waiting
That
for?
had to be Jimmy Butler led.
Dude.
Because he's on the court. being
Oh,
like,
yeah, he was
"Meet us
going
in the
crazy."
Back, meet us in the back. And Jimmy Butler's not one to be trifled with. Almost like any other situation, I'll take Jimmy Butler. Not when it's Jokić and Team Serbia. The Jokić brothers are like at every game sitting there waiting. I can't believe they didn't run on the fucking.
It's actually one of the great sports pictures ever.
Wow.
They're outside the locker room, waiting, trying to get in.
Wow. Like looking
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets starting just set up. Yeah, I mean that is.
But yeah, the other part of
security
it
intervene.
is
That looks
the-
like John Taffer.
Does look like
Breaking
John
him up.
Taffer in the back.
But the Jokić brothers tweeted, and we know that tweet's like real.
That's
verified
real?
account.
Yeah, a reporter
It's like
confirmed
a
it.
egg Twitter like empty avatar. It says Jokić brothers, and they said like Jimmy Butler, like let this be, like don't fuck this up, like don't keep this going because like the Jokić brothers are waiting for you, and they are. You know,
You should leave this the way it is instead of publicly threatening our brother! Exclamation point. Your brother made a dirty play first. If you want to make a step further, be sure we will be waiting for you, Jokić brothers.
yeah, that's not good.
But here's the thing. They're big ass Serbians. They can barely like get the like that broken English and
Yeah.
then signing your tweet. Jokić
Not
brothers,
good.
like all of it sounds bad.
Something that
I'm not
Peaky
fucking with
Blinders.
any.
No.
Yes, yeah. That's not good. So
Haven't
but
seen a play like that
that'll
in the NBA in a while. When you see just the fucking
Oh,
neck
man.
and the
I mean,
head.
but-
Goldberg tweeted that like if
Like
everything got more dramatic from beginning to end. Did you see that?
No.
It was like if you watch the clip, like it just keeps getting more dramatic. Like the announcers, everything on
Everything
the court, like
builds.
Morris is like the way he like reacts when he gets on the ground.
He
It's
was
just-
like crumpled like in a fucking
It's
fetal
It's
very
also,
funny
if you
if
go
you
back
watch
and
it.
you watch all the Heat players after it happens, they're not like they are in that cool picture.
So-
they're kind of more like,
Jimmy Butler was ready to go to war.
yes.
Go back and watch Tyler Hero. He's like
Two
He
steps?
was like, damn no.
No. 2 steps
I'm
and then he's
gone.
out of here. He
Like,
was
that's
the
not what
closest
I'm
one to
here for.
Jokić.
Yeah.
He was as close as he could have been and he didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's that. He was like, I'm not fucking up my money. I'm not
And
fucking
the picture
up
of
my shit.
Jokić sitting on the bench, like while everybody's freaking
He's
out, he's
awesome,
just like,
too.
I don't care, man.
He's like, like we described, like this big fucking ogre. Except imagine if your ogre had beautiful footwork, unbelievable coordination,
Crazy
smooth,
handles.
smooth as silk. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if we mentioned it yesterday. We talked about the Leo and Jeff Bezos thing. No, we did. We tweeted. He tweeted out the picture, like fatal drop nearby, whatever.
Quote
like,
tweeted
fall
the
to cliff.
Barstool tweet.
Yeah, quoted the Barstool.
yeah.
Second of the rundown is brought to you by Simply Safe. Holidays are coming up. You've seen Home Alone, right? You know how it goes. You're the wet bandits.
There's that new one coming
Yep.
out. How do you feel
Yeah.
about that?
You know, everyone expects me to be like, fuck this, but like, I kind of learned my lesson from Space Jam, where it's like, this movie's not for you. This movie's for children. They are basically remaking it like almost word for word in some instances. Like,
They're
Just
just
the
British.
kid from Jojo
it's
Rabbit.
British,
right?
which is weird. From what?
From Jojo Rabbit, the little.
I never
the
saw
actor.
that, so I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
a fantastic.
It's a good movie.
So in some instances, they're just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think he says like, I must protect this house or whatever that one is. Like, this is my home, I must protect it. He has a couple like word for word things, but then otherwise it's like, then they stray away. So it's like, why not just watch the old one if you're that movie holds up. Like, there's very few things that look old.
Yeah.
The cop cars. Go back and watch Home Alone. Look at the cop cars. It looks like it's from like 1972.
Really?
Yes, they're really, really old
Didn't
cars.
you say about this one that you're interested to see how they get around
The technology, because
technology?
the joke was always like, if this happened today, he would text him on his iPhone and be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, there's
And
many
that's it.
scenes where his mom is like, I can't get a hold of him.
Right, because
that's like the big thing.
The power lines were down, and now it would be like, let's check the Ring doorbell, let's check our
Right.
Simply Safe.
Yeah, I wonder how
our
they're gonna
Simply
do
Safe cameras, and like you're good to go.
Yeah.
So I hope. I mean, that's what I mean. Like this is not for 35-year-old men to dissect. It's for like little kids who just want to watch like.
But
violence.
I think when
watch
you're
it.
making a movie, you have to dissect everything because then people, just, no matter
That's-
who it's for.
Right.
Like I was listening, I think you tweeted out the other day that fucking Tom Hanks was on Bill Simmons' podcast. I was listening to that. It's amazing how much they think about even after the movie's over. Like when he was asking him about like at the end of Castaway, like what happens to them, and he's like, we thought about that. Like, oh, like how much did she grieve? Even though they don't show that in the movie, like how much did she grieve? What process did she go through? It's been a year. She went on a couple dates. Like that. None of that's in the movie.
Right.
Dude. None of that. But they're like, this is her thought process. Like Helen Hunt, right? That's who it was. She
That's
was like,
Castaway.
I know,
You know what I mean?
but
Like,
like they
certain
didn't know it
movies-
was Castaway until it was Castaway.
Right, but like a little kid movie is gonna
I
be.
know.
I'm definitely
I
gonna
still
watch
think
it.
they have to think it through.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a whirl.
Why not?
I probably won't like it, but I'll give it a whirl.
I listen to. I watch everything.
I'll give anything a shot.
I didn't hate the fucking Space Jam movie. Did you?
I actually didn't watch that.
I didn't watch that one.
I watched it on a plane.
But,
It
but
was
I,
okay.
I remember someone tweeting, like the first person who tweeted, like, "Yo, this is for kids and not for you." I was
It's like,
kind of
oh
like,
yeah.
"Let me chill. Let me like,
Shit.
relax." I never had a big feeling about that one way or the other. I'm not like a Space Jam guy, so I was just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, like these are kids movies, so just chill out. But you would be like, guess what? The kid's safe because we've got Simply Safe in our
There you
house,
go.
and they can't get in. You're gonna have your loved ones to protect. You're gonna have all these presents that you're hiding from the kids that are gonna be in the house. Spoiler alert: if there's any kids watching, Santa Claus doesn't exist. So you have Simply Safe that now has.
Damn. That still hurts me.
It has the. When did you find
Dude.
out?
Are we allowed to put? Is that illegal to put on the internet?
Anyone watching this?
Like, who do you think's watching this?
They have them on the TVs and the kids are around. Bro, that was crazy what you just did. That was
Reckless.
extreme. Is that legal? Are you allowed to say that on the
I'll tell you
internet?
something. If you got like your TV on, you're watching the rundown with your kids and shit, like, I don't know, you're a bad parent. Don't fucking.
Fuck.
I don't
sat
remember.
through you talking about putting ice cubes in your asshole.
Yeah.
You don't think
It's
that
more
pollutes the-
acceptable than what just happened.
I didn't find out. I don't remember what
Should we
age I
edit
was when I
that?
found out, but
No,
I
I-
found out because I was betrayed by my brothers and sisters because they knew before I did, obviously, because they're older than me, and I caught them downstairs like doing things, and I was like, "What's this all about?" And they're like, "Fuck."
My brother tried to stop me, so they had it hidden in a closet. I also had a pencil sharpener in it.
Okay.
I need to sharpen a pencil.
Sure.
So it's like, I'll be back. And my brother like ran and was like, no, don't go in there, don't go in there. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I gotta get this pencil
Opened up,
sharpened.
and I just saw all the presents stacked up.
Frankie, to your point, I found out from an episode of Everybody Hates Chris, the old Chris Rock show. I was like 8 or 9, and like there's just an episode where like the kid
Well,
finds
you
out
know,
Santa's not real. I'm
You
watching
were,
like,
about to get your fucking driver's license.
Are we
at
gonna
9
have
years
to?
old.
Are we
Jesus
gonna have to
Christ,
bleep
Tommy.
out?
I
Are we gonna
turned to my
bleep
parents.
out,
I was like,
Kevin?
what the hell is this? What's going
how
on in this
old were you?
TV show?
I don't.
I mean, I was
remember
probably.
any of it. I have
pushing it.
dementia, I think.
I was probably 11.
Oh my God, you thought I was old?
Dude,
I guess I don't know.
Trent,
But I said I don't know.
I know people who were like fucking when they were 12.
Dude, 11 was.
I actually don't know. I really
11
don't know.
Little League
11 is-
World
11 is
Series,
fifth
like,
grade.
Yeah, it's like a Little League World
Fifth
Series.
grade. Oh, then if it was 5th grade, then no. It would have been.
Like,
Probably
what grade
two-
were you?
Yeah, probably 3rd grade.
So then you're like, yeah, like I guess you're 9.
Okay.
I'm busting his balls, but I think I was in like 1st or 2nd, so it was like 7 or 8.
I don't remember. 11 was just what I thought was right.
I guess, well, I don't know. We'll edit this out.
No, I think you keep it. Stand by it. Ruin
I actually
children's
kind of hope
fucking
that
lives.
there's like one kid that I like ruin his life, ruin Santa for him, and then like it's a storyline, and like I'll make up for it.
We'll call him the KFC radio and be
Yeah.
like, you fucking.
Like
Maybe
I'll
we
be like,
flash-
it'll be like a Big Brother thing. I'll like look out for him his whole life, and it'll be like it's because I ruined Santa Claus for you. But the rest of your life, I'll like watch out for you, kiddo.
Maybe we flash like a warning 5 seconds before you say it, like Santa Claus spoiler coming up.
Do that.
I feel like that also kind of gives it away.
No, but they're not old enough to
No,
understand.
just
like
say Christmas spoiler. Just say Christmas spoiler.
Santa Claus spoiler coming up in 5 seconds.
Because they're probably too young to read.
Yeah, they're gonna make what's the Santa Claus spoiler? What does that mean? I mean, what is this? One of those people that the Ruth Conda Forever tweets where they're like these kids are really like understanding all these concepts and they're fucking believing in Santa Claus.
You're really looking out for the kids, and I
I
appreciate
am.
that.
It's for the people. It's for the children.
Oh, I fucking love Christmas,
Wu-Tang
man.
is for the
I
children.
love fucking Christmas.
Yeah, I guess if you ruin it for someone, like that's tough. Like, because Christmas is.
Dude,
It's special.
even for like,
Yeah.
like my nieces and nephews, like when they like get all excited and you're like, you go on that website where you see where Santa Claus is and they fucking go crazy. He's over Aruba right now, and they're like, no.
You know what? I'm gonna make another one that's just like you go like click and it's like Santa's not real.
Yeah, does anybody have that URL? We'll take that one.
Scary Santa Claus from Germany. You ever see that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
The Crinkle, what's
Krampus
his name?
or some shit like
Krampus?
that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that shit is fucking
Those
creepy,
freaks over
man.
there.
I'm just the
I think
Grinch
Santa Claus
up
is
in
actually a
this bitch.
nightmare over there, right?
Something like that.
Somewhere it is, yeah. I don't know where.
Imagine how sick and twisted your culture has to be for
Santa's like
Santa Claus to be a nightmare. That's the only thing that like little kids and families like get together and enjoy. It's like
Comes
the
down the
funnest.
chimney and kills you.
Literally, I think
Puts
he eats
coal
the
in a
children.
sock and just beats
I
you to
think
death.
he eats children or something.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think he does. I think they. Like,
I think that's right.
Well, that
Yeah,
listen.
he
Wasn't there a
scares
ho-
children who have misbehaved.
Yeah, it's like you get coal in some cultures, you get murdered.
Right, like it's an interpretation thing. Like
I think
ours
there was
is
a movie called Krampus recently.
Yes, there is. That's what I'm talking about. No.
Look at that thing.
Oh,
Dude,
And it's
no.
that's what it looks like,
Yeah.
man.
That's like a.
Oh, there was a
Go to
movie.
the movie one though, because the movie version is pretty creepy too, though. Like it's actually a scary. Like
Yup.
that's fucking terrifying.
Yikes.
What is that?
Yeah, that's fucking. But I think there's something like.
What does it say on the bottom? He's coming for you.
And it had Santa trapped in a snow globe, like.
That's the little books they read. Is it Germany or no?
It's German. It says he comes. The well-behaved children get modest gifts such as oranges, dried fruits, walnuts, and chocolate, while the badly behaved ones receive punishment with birch rods.
Dude,
They
look
get
at these
whipped.
pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Dude.
Germany-
And they still celebrate this
Germany
today?
needs. They needed to clean their whole act up, bro. Old
Right.
school Germany is a motherfucking problem.
And if you, if
Look
you're
at
good, you
that
get-
one.
Oh my god.
He's tying. He's
All
pulling.
right.
Dude,
That's
That's too
Frankie,
much.
He's
No,
got,
no,
he's
no.
got her foot on.
I can't look at that.
Those are
I can't.
braids.
That's like too much for me to look at.
Dude,
That's
is...
how you end up with Nazis.
Yeah, well, that's got ties to something bad.
I was about to say something that,
That-
would definitely have to be edited out.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh.
got ties to something
And if
really
you don't,
bad.
the flip side of that, you get an orange. Here's an orange.
Must suck.
Dried fruit. Unreal.
I got a drum
You get
set.
trail mix if you
Look
if
at
you're
that.
good.
He's
Ears
licking
aside.
on ears.
Yeah, dude.
That's like too much for me.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, any other topics on the right
What was your?
now? Oh wait, so go to this is all an ad read. Go to simplysafe.com. Get the indoor cameras, the outdoor cameras. to protect your loved ones and stay, make
gonna
sure
keep
Krampus
Simply
isn't
Safe.
coming down
Keep
the
Krampus
closet.
out of your house.
I'm looking for houses right now. One of my things I said I'm going to get is Simply Safe. I want to be
Absolutely.
Simply
You
Safe.
get 40% off the entire home security system when you go to
No-brainer.
simplysafe.com/rundown. That's simplysafe.com/rundown. The Kanye West and Drake beef has been squashed after Jay Prince stepped in. Now, Jay Prince, he is a record exec. He started Rap-A-Lot Records in Houston. So he became like the king of Houston, and then he kind of became like the king of the South. And now he just like kind of runs the rap game. He's basically why Drake has protection like everywhere he goes is because Jay Prince's son put him on. So like Jay Prince co-signs Drake, so Drake is like protected everywhere he goes.
Right, Drake. So if you go back to the Drake Pusha T beef, Drake had
Drake
made
claims-
a response to Pusha after Pusha had exposed him for having a son. Drake said he recorded a diss and wasn't allowed to put it out because Jay Prince said you can't put this out, too many people will be affected.
Which I still don't know. If I
Yeah,
believe
no,
it,
I'm not saying it's necessarily
that's,
true, but,
yeah,
like,
that's where
that's-
this all came. That's the level that it would be believable that Jay Prince would tell him you can't put this out.
That's right.
Right. And so Kanye says, let's end this beef. Also, this was a message from Larry Hoover, who's in jail right now for 6 consecutive life sentences
Right.
because he's a bad motherfucker. He ran the Disciples, I believe, in Chicago, which is like the biggest gang like in the world, and then was caught running them from the inside. So he got another life sentence. So
Yeah.
these are big time bad motherfuckers.
Larry Hoover, he's in that name's in what?
He's in that song by Kanye.
By Kanye.
Like on
Well,
the
the
Donda.
late, he's in a couple. Rick
Rick
Ross
Ross
says
song?
Larry
He's been
Hoover.
referenced a bunch.
Larry
Yeah,
Hoover,
and
there
then
it is.
on Donda, Larry Hoover Jr. is like in like an interlude talking about his father being in jail. So like major guys that you don't say no to. They said we want you to squash it, so they squashed it. But the video looks like Kanye is in a hostage video. He's up against a blank wall, and Jay Prince is just standing over him silently, and he's like, "I would like to extend like an invitation to Drake to come on stage with me and like squash this beef." And I was like, "Kanye, blink twice if they've got guns pointed at you."
It's such
dude.
a crazy video that you know that the point of it was what we're talking about. Where like Jay Prince is standing there just
like,
nodding the whole
"I
time.
made this happen."
Like I'm doing this.
Yes,
Like this
yeah.
video would not have happened if I was
Right.
not standing
It's-
right
the,
here.
The point is not that the beef is ending. The point is that the beef is ending because I said the beef is ending.
Exactly.
Right.
It's-
He's literally like, and he's kind of
just
just like
nodding.
leaning on him, and Kanye, who is like the most,
He's the most famous person in the world.
and he's the most like loudmouth, like fucking bombastic, like say what I want, do what I want, and he's like, I would like to just, I'm sorry, and we won't have this problem anymore. It's like, whoa.
Such a crazy video.
How's your asshole doing?
Oh, I have the opposite problem. I feel like I'm on a shitload of painkillers. It's a
can't get it
fucking
out?
disaster scene, but nothing's happening.
When it does come out,
I don't.
he recommends Ice Cubes.
You what?
I was sucking ice cubes up at it like I was a fucking
He was putting
vacuum.
ice cubes.
Shut up. You're not
his
putting ice
ass.
cubes
dude.
Yes.
I absolutely was putting ice cubes up my asshole.
You fucking were not.
Yes, I was, dude. I mean, I didn't suck it in, but I
Oh,
sat
you
there.
just-
wait a minute. Story's
I sat
changing.
there, I put it up,
I was
and-
told you put an ice cube up your ass.
put it up, but I didn't like leave
Wait,
it.
you
I
put it
didn't-
up and like you held the other end
Did
so
you-
it didn't go
wait,
anywhere?
Yeah,
Wait.
I had
Did
to.
you put it in or not?
I put it in. I had to.
Like,
The inside was.
and then you
burnt.
put your hands.
No, I held on to it.
Was your asshole penetrated?
Of course.
You were penetrated by.
Why did you just push it all the way in like a suppository at that point?
Well, I didn't know how far. I didn't want to fuck around with any of that.
Yeah, bro, I wouldn't do that. Who knows what happens there?
if I was going what he's
What
going through,
happened
I would
there?
do that.
That's like what we were talking about yesterday, when you put like water on like a wax,
Yeah, I blew that shit
and
up
it
in my house.
explodes.
Yeah.
You got a fucking hot
Listen.
ass. You drop ice cube in there. Who knows?
I fucked
Who
myself
knows?
with an ice
I
cube
feel like
for
that
sure.
would just melt like in a heartbeat.
Dude,
It could explode though.
Yeah.
bro, the
It probably
pain.
would melt.
The
99%
pain
of
was
the
something
time
I've never
melts.
experienced before. It was. It felt like the rim of my ass was melting, and I was screaming.
Dude, I haven't slept. My
Right, take a
stomach has
shot,
been
bro.
turning.
No,
It's
fuck
doing
that,
terrible.
stop, please.
But I've had no nothing.
It's bubbling.
I'd kill
Is it-
for-
is it
I'd
not-
kill to
it's
be where you
bubbling.
are.
You said Nitro Bear was worse. He
I-
says it's not.
Nitro Bear was worse for me.
Yeah, he
This
says
idiot
not.
touched his eyes. So
Yeah, he also.
The eyes were a bad problem. I didn't touch my eyes.
Did you touch your dick? That's dangerous.
No.
I
I
was
didn't.
fine in the moment. It's just been the aftermath since.
Yeah. But like I said to Frankie, hey, you won, John. You won, learn the ball. What?
He said, I clogged the toilet today.
Here,
I was
is
in that bathroom for 40 minutes.
So wait, just to recap, Feidelberg is constipated. Tommy clogged the toilet today. This kid was putting ice cubes up his ass, and Glenny loved it. Lenny said he loves the sensation. So, congratulations to like that one chip company. I would say mission accomplished.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No free ads, but fuck you guys. That's the rundown.